It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taken from about the 12. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. Two-time Pro Bowler.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When the Dallas Cowboys traded Amari Cooper, it was certainly a sign of the faith that they have in Michael Gallup to step up and be that type of weapon across from C.D. Lamb. He hit 1,100 yards back in 2019, but missed half of last year with a pair of injuries. He steps up here and moves the chains.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Kayvon Thibodeau from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott now. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Tay Crowder putting in the work and getting that stop defensively. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
people worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020, there on the stop defensively. From the 36, Prescott, it's caught. Tolbert. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Jones. He's got Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Inside give to Elliott. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go. They can't beat us right now.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. So out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Barkley, inside handoff. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Let's go.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On second down, here's Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now Jones, and this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now Jones. Throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. Toss left to Elliott. A little juke. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Open man, Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. The give is to Elliott. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at about the 28.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll be a Dallas first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 36, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Prescott on first down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Second and 6. Prescott. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The New York set to take the field. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Running with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Marr on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New York's offense back out there and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down, Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's rock and roll. Let's go.
After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.